Hey friends, welcome back. So today we will see another GATE previous year question paper, that is a GATE 2016. So I hope you have checked all other GATE question paper where we are telling the answers only, so that this will help you in your quick recap or quick revision, right? So let's start with the very first question. So out of the following four sentences, select the most suitable sentence with respect to grammar and usage. So for this one, our answer is D, that is, I will not leave the place until the minister meets me, right? Now a rewarding of something written or spoken is what? So for question 2, our answer is A. So a rewarding of something written or spoken is a paraphrase, right? Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I will move the world. So the sentence above is an example of which statement. So for third question, our answer is A. So the statement or the sentence above is an example of figurative statement. If Relfga means carefree, OTAGA means careful, and FERTAG means careless, which of the following could mean after care, right? So what you will do that you will write all these word, right, and try to get the each alpha bets value, right? So this way you will get the answer as C, that is TAGAZEN. Now a cube is built using 64 cubic blocks of side 1 unit. After it is built, 1 cubic block is removed from every corner of the cube, and the resulting surface area of the body in a square unit after the removal is what? So question number 5, our answer is D, that is 96. Now 10th question is, a shaving set company sells four different type of razors, right? Elegance, smooth, soft, and executive. Elegance sells at rupees 48, smooth at 63, soft at 78, and executive at 173 per piece. The table below shows the number of each razor sold in the each quarter of a year. So this is the table. Which product contributes the greatest fraction to the revenue of the company in that year? So for question number 6, our answer is B, that is executive. Question number 7 is, Indian currency notes shows the denomination indicated in at least 17 languages. If this is not an indication of the nation's diversity, nothing else is. Which of the following can be logically inferred from the above sentence? So for question 7, our answer is D, that is linguistic pluralism is strong evidence of India's diversity. Now consider the following statements relating to the level of poker play of four players P, Q, R, and S. Right? P always beats Q, R always beats S, S loses to P only sometimes, and R always loses to Q. So which of the following can be logically inferred from the above sentence? So for question number 8, our answer is D, that is neither 1 nor 2. So both are not inferred logically to those sentence. So D is the answer, neither 1 nor 2. If this expression is the value of x, which of the following is a factor of this function x, right? So for this, if you solve this, so you will get the answer as B, that is x minus 1. So B is the answer, x minus 1. Now 10th question is, in a process the number of cycles to failure decreases exponentially with an increase in load. At a load of 80 units, it takes 100 cycle for failure. When the load is halved, it takes 1 lakh cycle for failure. So the load for which the failure will happen in 5000 cycle is, so for 10th our answer is B, that is 46.02. Now now this is the next portion, right? So where the very first question is, Let PQRS represent the following propositions. Okay, and then the integer x is greater than equals to 2, which satisfy this equation. So for this, the answer is 11.0. Let an be the number of n bit strings that do not contain two consecutive ones. Which one of the following is the recurrence relation for an? So for question number 2, our answer is B, that is an equals to an minus 1 plus an minus 2. Question number 3 is find the value of this particular expression. So if you solve this, you will get the answer as 1.0 ratio 1.0, right? So this way you will solve this. Now a probability density function on the interval a1 is given by 1 by x square, and outside this interval the value of the function is 0. So the value of a is what? So for this question, our answer is 0.5. Now, two eigenvalues of a 3 by 3 real matrix P are 2 plus root minus 1 and 3. The determinant of P is what? So, if you solve this fifth question, you will get the answer as 15.0. Consider the Boolean operator hash with the following properties. So, okay, we have to find the value of this hash to solve this particular equation, right? So, if you will solve this, you will get the answer as A, that is x y bar plus x bar y. Seventh is the 16-bit 2's complement representation of an integer is this. Its decimal representation is what? So if you convert this representation to decimal and get the value, you will get the value as minus 11 for this particular expression. Eighth is we want to design a synchronous counter that counts the sequence this and then repeats. The minimum number of JK flip-flop requires to implement this counter is, so for 8 our answer is 3.0. Okay, ninth is a processor can support a maximum memory of 4 GB where the memory is word addressable. A word consists of 2 bytes. The size of the address bus of the processor is at least how many bits? So for 9 our answer is 31.0. Tenth is a queue is implemented using an array such that NQ and DQ operations are performed efficiently. Which one of the following statement is correct and refers to the number of item in the unique? So 10th is A, that is both operation can be performed in order of one time. Now consider the following directed graph. The number of different topological orderings of the vertices of the graph is what? So for 11, 6.0 will be our answer. Consider the following C program. Okay, there is a function f which is taking two parameters, right? Now it is asking that which one of the following expression when placed in the blank here will not result in a type checking error. So okay, we have to check that which one of the expression will not result a type checking error. So for 12 we can see that if we go with this one, so here if we pass s and this pointer, okay, this will result in type error, right? And because this will send the address of s here, if I equals to f, so this is also not valid. But if you solve this, you will get the answer as D, because D will not result any type checking error here. So you can see that we are sending the value of 100, that is integer, right? And then we are sending the value of this pointer p, that is short. So int and short as both the accepted parameter here. The worst case running times of insertion sort, merge sort, and quick sort respectively is, yeah. So here we are talking about the worst case. Hope you remember that. So for worst case, insertion sort takes n square, merge sort take n log n, and quick sort take n square, right? So order of n square, n log n, and order of n square will be the answer respectively for this 13 question. Let G be a weighted connected and directed graph with distinct positive age weight. If every age weight is increased by the same value, then which of the following statement is are true? Minimum spanning tree of G does not change. Shortest path between any pair of vertices does not change. So if you solve this 14 question, you will get the answer as P. So this P1 is only true, that is MST of G does not change for this particular case. 15th is consider the C program. Okay, and now the output of the program is what? So if you solve this 15th, so we will get the output as 2016.0, right? So you can hit and trial with the program and get the answer quickly. Now 16th is which of the following language is generated by the given grammar. Okay, so this is the grammar and we have to find which language will be generated by. So you can check with each option and finally you will get the answer as D. So what it is saying that after A, right, there could be any number of A or B. Okay, and if it is not, so after B there could be any number of A and B. So here you can see that this expression where A and B are separated by comma, so that means there could be any number of A, any number of B, and epsilon is also included. So the answer will be our D. Now 17 is which of the following decision problems are undecidable. So these are the problems that we have. Now we will find C as the answer here, where third and fourth are undecidable problems. Which one of the following regular expression represents the language? The set of all binary strings having two consecutive zeros and two consecutive ones. So for 18 our answer is B, that is this particular expression. Okay. Now consider the following code segment. Okay, this one, the minimum number of total variable required to convert the above code segment to static single assignment form is what? So for 19 our answer is 10.0. So when you will solve that, you will get it as 10. Now 20 is the consider an arbitrary set of CPU bound processes with unequal CPU bus length submitted at the same time to a computer system. Which one of the following process scheduling algorithm would minimize the average waiting time in the ready queue? So for 20 our answer will be A, the shortest remaining time first. Okay, so this particular process scheduling algorithm will minimize the average waiting time in a ready queue. So shortest remaining time first. Answer is A. Which of the following is not a super key in a relational schema with attributes these and primary key vy? So if we have these attribute and the primary keys is vy, so here it is asking it is not a super key. So if you solve this by method, so you will get the answer as B, where vwxz will not be a super key, because you can see that we need basically y with v, because vy is already a primary key. So hope you remember the minimal primary key is a super key, right? And you can see that v and y is here, v and y is here, v and y is here, but here y is not represent. Which one of the following is not a part of acid properties, right? Hope you remember what acid properties tell that atomicity, right? Consistency, isolation, and here the deadlock freedom is not the answer. So just comment what basically D means, right? And I will also send the answer in comment, but before that just write this, because acid is usually asked in the many exams. Okay, so just give me the answer of this. So here the 22 our answer is basically D. Now you will send the meaning of D in the comment. A database of research article in a journal uses the following schema. This one, the primary key is volume number and this, and the following function dependency exists in this schema, right? The database is designed to use the following schema. which is the weakest normal form that the new database satisfies but the old one does not. So for 23 our answer is B, that is 2NF, right? Question number 24 is which one of the following protocol is not used to resolve one form of address to another one? So for 24th, our answer is C, that is DHCP, Dynamic Host Control Protocol, is not a protocol to resolve one form of address to another form, right? Which one of the following is our example of stateful application layer protocol? So here we have to find the example of stateful application protocol. So for 25th our answer is C, that is second and fourth. So FTP and POP3 are stateful application protocol. Now question number 26 start with the 2 marks. The coefficient of x to the power 12 in this is what? So if you solve this, you will get the answer as 10. So the coefficient for this is 10. Now consider the recurrence relation a1 equals to 8, an equals to 6n square plus this expression, right? Now let a99 is this. The value of k is what? So here if we find the value of k here in this numerical type question, so you will get the answer as 197.9 to 198.1, right? So this is basically a range. Now a function this defines on the set of positive integer n plus. Now satisfy the following properties. Okay, so let this expression be the set of distinct value that f takes the maximum possible size of r is what? So for 28 our answer is 2.2, that is 2. Consider the following experiment. Flip a fair coin twice. If the outcomes are tails head, then output y and stop. So the probability that the output of the experiment is y is up to 2 decimal places. So for 29 our answer is 0.33 to 0.34. Consider the two cascaded 2 to 1 multiplexer as shown in the figure, right? The minimal sum of product form of the output x is what? So for 30 our answer is D, q bar r bar plus pqr. The size of the data count register of DMA controller is 16-bit. The processor need to transfer a file of 29,154 kilobytes from disk to main memory. The memory is byte addressable. The minimum number of time the DMA controller needs to get the control of the system bus from the processor to transfer the file from the disk to main memory is what? So for 31 our answer is 456.0. The stage delay in a stage pipeline are 800, 500, 400 and 300 picoseconds. The first stage, this one, is replaced with a functionally equivalent design involving 2 stages with respective delay 600 and 350 picoseconds. The throughput increases of the pipeline is, so for 32 our answer will be 33.0. Basically you will get the answer between 33 and 34 between this, right? So that will be in percentage. Now consider the carry lookhead adder for adding 2 n-bit integer build using gates of fan in at most 2. So the time to perform addition using this adder is what? So for 33 our answer is B, that is theta log n, right? The following function computes the maximum value contained in an integer array p of size this one. So this is the function. Now it is asking that the missing loop condition is what? So for 34 our answer will be D, that b not equals to a. Now 35 is what will be the output of the following C program. So this is the program. Now here you can see it is calling the function count by giving value as 3. So for 35th our answer will be A, that is this particular expression. 36, what will be the output of the following pseudocode when parameters are passed by reference and dynamic scoping is assumed? So this is the program. Right now we will solve this and we will get the answer as D, that is 4 4. 37 is asking that an operator delete I for a binary heap data structure is to be designed to delete the item in the ith node, right? Assume that the heap is implemented in an array and I refers to the ith index of the array. If the heap tree has depth d, number of edges on the path from the root to the furthest leaf, then what is the time complexity to refix the heap efficiently after the removal of the element? So for 37 our answer will be here B, that is order of D but not order of 1. 38 is consider the weight undirected graph with 4 vertices where the weight of age ij is given by the entry wij in the matrix W. So for 38 our answer will be 12, right? So weight of matrix W. Now the largest possible integer value of x for which at least one shortest path between some pair of vertices will contain the age with weight x is what? So if you see the value of W, you will get the answer as 12 for this x value. Let G be a complete undirected graph on 4 vertices having 6 edges with weights being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The maximum possible weight that a minimum weight spanning tree of G can have is what? So for 39 our answer will be 7. G equals to B is an undirected simple graph in which each edge has a distinct weight and E is a particular edge of G. Which of the following statements about the minimum spanning tree MSTs of G is true? If E is the lightest edge of some cycle in G, then every MST of G includes E. Right? If E is the heaviest edge of some cycle in G, then every MST of G excludes E. So for 40 our answer will be here B, that is only 2 is true. That is, if E is the heaviest edge of some cycle in G, then every MST of G excludes E. 41 is let Q denote Q containing 16 number and S be an empty stack. Head Q returns the element at the head of the Q without removing it from Q. Similarly, top S returns the element at the top of S without removing it from S. Consider the algorithm given below. So for 41 our answer will be 256, right? If you see the program, the maximum possible number of iteration of the while loop in the algorithm is what? So it is asking maximum possible iteration. So here we will have 256 possible iteration. 42 is consider the following context-free grammar. Which one of the following pairs of languages generated by G1 and G2 respectively? So for 42 our answer will be D, A to the power M, B to the power N, where M is greater than equals to 0 and N is greater than 0, right? So this will be the answer for that. Consider the transmission diagram of PDA push down automata given below with the alphabet this and stack alphabet this one. G is the initial stack symbol. Let L denote the language accepted by PDA. Which one of the following is true? So here you can see the 43 answer is D, that is L equals to AN, right? N is greater than 0. Union AN BN, N is greater than equals to 0 and is deterministic context free. Now 44, let X be a recursive language and Y be a recursively enumerable but not recursive language. Let W and Z be two language such that Y bar reduces to W and Z reduces to X bar. Reduction means the standard many one reduction. Which one of the following statement is true? So for 44 our answer will be C, that W is not recursively enumerable and Z is recursive. 45 is the attribute of 3 arithmetic operators in some programming language are given below, right? So these are the attribute. The value of the expression this in the language is what? So for 45 our answer is 9 here. Now 46 is consider the following syntax directed translation scheme with non-terminal SA and terminal AB. Using the above SDTS, the output printed by a bottom-up parser for the input AAB is what? So for 46 our answer is C, that is 231. Now consider a computer system with 40-bit virtual addressing, the page size of 16 kilobytes. If the computer system has one level page table per process and each page table entry requires 48 bits, then the size of the per process page table is how much megabytes? So for 47 our answer is 384 megabytes. You can solve this using the formula that we use to calculate this, right? I'm telling the answer because I hope you have already solved this, and just it is to recall you that how did you get that. So here the answer for this is 384. 48 is considered a disk queue with request for input output to block on cylinder. 47, 38, so on so forth. The C look scheduling algorithm is used. The head is initially at cylinder number 63, moving towards larger cylinder number on its service pass. The cylinders are numbered from 0 to 199, right? So the total head movement in number of cylinder incurred while servicing these requests is, so for 48 our answer will be 346. Consider a computer system with 10 physical page frames. The system is provided with an access sequence, right, where each AI is a distinct virtual page number. The difference in the number of page faults between the last in first out page replacement policy and the optimal page replacement policy is what? So for 49 our answer will be 1 here. 50 is asking that consider the following purpose solution for the critical solution section problem, right? CSP. Here are n processes. Okay, so in the code function p max returns an integer not smaller than any of its argument for all iti is initialized to 0. Right, so code for pi is this one. Now which one of the following is true about this particular solution? So if you hit and try with this program or play with this code, so you will get the answer as A, that is at most one process can be in the critical section at any time. Now 51 is consider the following two-phase locking protocol. Suppose a transaction T accesses for a read or write operation a certain set of object Q1 to Qk. This is done in the following manner, right? So step 1, step 2, step 3 are here. So this protocol will what? So for 51 our answer is A itself, the guarantee serializability and deadlock freedom, right? So A is the answer for this. Now consider that B wants to send message M that is digitally signed to A. Let the pair of private and public keys for A and B be denoted by this expression respectively. Let KXM represent the operation of encrypting M with a key KX and HM represent the message digest. Which one of the following indicates the correct way of sending the message M along with the digital signature to A? So for 52 our answer will be B, that is this expression, right? MKB HM. An IP datagram of size 1000 byte arrives at a router. The router has to forward this packet on a link whose MTU maximum transmission unit is 100 bytes. Assume that the size of the IP header is 20 bytes. So the number of fragments that the IP diagram will be divided into for transmission is, so for 53 our answer will be 13 here. 54 is for a host machine that uses the token bucket algorithm for congestion control. The token bucket has a capacity of 1 megabyte and the maximum output rate is 20 megabytes per second. Tokens arrive at a rate of sustained output at a rate of 10 megabytes per second. The token bucket is currently full and the machine need to send 12 megabyte of data. The minimum time required to transmit the data is, so for 54 our answer will be 1.1 second, right? Now the last question is, a sender uses the stop and wait ARQ protocol for reliable transmission of frames. So frames are of size 1000 byte and the transmission rate at the sender is 80 kbps, right, where 1 kbps is 100 bit per second. Size of an acknowledgement is 100 bytes and the transmission rate at a receiver is 8 kbps. So the one way Propagation delay is 100 millisecond. Assuming no frame is lost, the sender throughput is what? So for question number 55, our answer is 25,000 2500 bytes per second. So you can solve this and get the answer, or if you already solved that, how I know you know how the stop and wait work, right? So yeah, thanks for being with us. I'll come up with another previous year paper which will help you in future exam, like that could be anyone, whether it is NIELIT, NTRO, okay, BAIL, GAIL, or ISRO, okay, DRDO and all. So yeah, thanks a lot.